Hey, how's it going, guys? It's the Almighty Lion over here, spitting some awesome sauce while I play some games, and you guys enjoy it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. You know, I'm always looking for fresh people to join on the choo-choo train. Now that we got all that out of the way, let's get into it. You know what's really tripping me out now about what's happening? We have so much craziness going on that people are not looking at the bigger picture. People are too busy not caring because they're either A, afraid, or just don't care. Our city is not the only city in the United States of America that their politics are abused and their citizens are oppressed by the forms of laws that are passed and those who are out there to make sure those laws are enforced. We're always being pushed around. If you're black, if you're Latino, if you're African American, if you're brown, if you're yellow, if you're Oriental, if you're Asian, if you're Arabian, if you're something. When you're in the city of Chicago, you are subject to pretty much anything they can get you on. I know when I get pulled over by an officer, it's a half and half that he's either going to be nice, or she's going to be nice, or he's going to be mean, and she's going to be mean. You get these different array of people you will meet who are vested with the authority of justice. Now, not all of them are bad people. A lot of them are just trying to make something of themselves. However, there are those who are in this wave of justice reform that they don't want things to change. They want things to stay the same because they want to figure out how they can control this new system. I personally think that's a reason why a lot of cops are afraid of what might happen if they do reform the officers' outfits. You know, their group and how they work with each other and how they use each other for different ways that they go through different sections of the city of Chicago, different districts that have to deal with violence, corruption, drugs, and just an extension list of, wow. You can point fingers wherever you want, and most times it would be justified. You just point them straight at the people who cause most of the problems. However, there's something that we have to take into effect here. We are not in their shoes. We don't know what it's like to have power that they have. I'm pretty sure if any one of us had some sort of form of power, maybe some of us might be okay. Maybe some of us might abuse it. Maybe some of us would be too afraid of it. There's a lot of things that come into, oh yeah, I'm a cop, now I can go on my power chart, go get that guy over there whose girl looks fine as hell, and I can give his ass a ticket and tell, oh girl, if you want that, you come with daddy. That's not like that. Sure, there is a lot of bad apples. And when I say bad apples, I mean there's a lot of rotten bad apples. However, the system that we're in is very crazy. It's something that we are just unfortunately have to deal with. I know that if I get pulled over, I need to be careful. I tell my son, I tell my brothers, I tell my family, I say, hey, better be careful. If I will pull you over, you better stop. But you know what? You can't always chalk it up to that either. Basically, what I'm trying to say is we are always in the perils of some sort of danger. We're always afraid that the cops are going to show up and do something instead of helping us. I had a cop mistake me as a bad person when I wasn't even a bad. I literally just got out of my car from work with my food, walking to my gate. Undercover cops pulled out of nowhere in plain clothes and pulled their guns on me and said, let me see your fucking hands, let me see your fucking hands. I dropped the shit on the floor and I showed them my hands. I was like, what the fuck? They watch your fucking mouth. What the fuck do you have in your hands? I'm like, I just dropped it. What the fuck? What did I tell you about your mouth, you fucking retard? What the fuck did you do? I'm like, I didn't do shit, because you're like the guy that what we were looking for, a suspect. I'm like, what does he look like? Short, dark, and I'm like, and it's nighttime. Like, how do you know I'm dark, bro? Like, what the hell? I'm like, well, I just got here. What are you talking about? Oh, okay, never mind. And the two of them just pulled their guns away and then they dipped. I've had another time where I was working on my car with my father, and I guess it's illegal, or you're not supposed to fix up your car on the street, like where you park. But in my case, I couldn't move my car anywhere because it was dead. You know, I had to pull out the whole front and just replace the panel and everything like that because something had bursted from the inside. And the only way to get to it is dissecting it. Well, as we were trying to dissect it, these cops showed up. A and it had to be a female cop. I don't know what is it with female cops. They gotta have a chip on their shoulder. I mean, male cops act like females too, especially the big ones. They always try to act like they tough, but trust me, they ain't tough. Now the females, they're the worst ones because especially like the Latina females. Like I've come into contact with black officers and they're really nice. They don't. Oh yeah, some of them be kind of ignorant, but you know they be like. But most times I've come up to like Latina officers. It's rare that I found one. It's like you know just cool, but nah, hell no. Anyways, getting back to the story. So my father and I were trying to fix his car. Cops pulled up. It was a rookie and this female, I guess it was a vet. She started asking us about the car, and you know, of course, things kind of got a little bit out of control because my father was really upset that these people were like, that the cops were pretty much trying to just talk shit to him. And my dad has this tendency where he doesn't let things be. You know, granted that you could understand why he got a little excited. However, you know, let's just say that a significant amount of events led to things that shouldn't have happened, or it didn't have to happen. However, shit escalated. The cops got upset because my dad was being unruly. They handcuffed him. I'm recording them. I'm talking shit to them like, wow, are you fucking serious? Like, come on, man, we're trying to comply. We're just trying to fix the car. The lady is just on some shit. She's all like, oh, well, you know what, arrest him too because he's in your vicinity. I told him to back up. She was all like, you gotta get up out of here. You're in our way. You're obstructing an investigation. You pulled up to us. We didn't do anything to you. You know, that's the shit that I mean. Just alone from that, I could continue telling my story, but you already know where it's going. Got locked up for fucking almost 6 hours for no fucking reason. This unruly Latina officer decides to come in and gloat to me and say, oh, just so you know, we know you took video footage, so you know, like if you want, you could appeal, you know, but we really didn't do anything wrong. I'm like, yeah, whatever, just get your work done and hurry up so I can get the hell out of here. He's like, well, with an attitude like that, you might not get out of here. I was like, well, I can't get out of here because you're not charging me with nothing, and you'd be stupid to keep me here because I promise you, this is not smart. So I just shut my mouth, let her freaking do her thing. My father and I got processed. It was the worst walk home. I swear it was. And literally, it's just crazy. The whole point of the story is any one of you can become a victim of police brutality, racial profiling. You can have an officer go up to you because they don't like the way you look. They think you look like a gangbanger. I've had cops pull me over and say, hey, let me see your tattoos. Lift your fucking shirt up. I ain't doing shit. Fucking grab me and lift my shirt. Like, oh, he ain't got no tattoos. I'm like, what the fuck you touch me, dog? What? You heard what I said? I'm like, get your supervisor. Get your fucking thing. And he's like, get the fuck out of here. Walked out of here. Left. This is the shit that Chicago cops be doing. Chicago PD does that shit. Their narcs do that shit. These motherfuckers will blend in, start some shit, get some drugs, get some pussy, get some this. Oh no, we're just narcs, we're going undercover. We gotta blend in with the bad guys. When they're the ones low-key creating more of the problems. Where's all that money going? When are you gonna go ahead and start busting these criminals? Oh, that's right, we can't bust our own people because our PD people, our undercover people, our narcs, are people who are doing reconnaissance work against the real threat, which is the gangs, which is the people of Chicago. They're the ones that are trying to bring down Chicago. What? And then you have no good leadership. Chicago has had a horrible, shitty track record of leadership. And I'm going to tell you right now, since I lived here, ain't ever been no good mayor. None. Even the current mayor right now. She got some few brownie points with me, but I'm going to tell you right now, that shit went out the window. And even if we vote her out and we vote somebody else in, or we change aldermen and we change congressmen and we do this and congresswomen and all that stuff, the root of the problem is always going to be the way our politics runs. Anybody can donate money. Anybody can be a donor. Anybody can give money to a prominent individual who has connections, or who has ties, or who is in the right position to take in all comers. And that's how they've kept it for so long. The leadership that this city needs, they don't have it. But what it does have is a leadership into chaos. Look at all these things that have been happening with the police raids. The police raids have been defining this damn mayor's administration. This mayor's administration, for not following through with the police reform, for not trying to find a way to defund the police, to find a way to move forward with Chicago. Like, you're taking taxes from us, you're telling us what we can and can't do, yet you're doing it. You're pushing our children into schools when it's not safe, not just for them, but for the people who are going to be in school. Oh, we got the shots, we got the vaccines, but you don't have them now. You're saying when you get them. So right now, until that happens, that's what's happening. That's what really trips me out, is that this is a pattern that will continue and continue. How is it that people who pass the laws are living better than the people who are living in the city and don't have nothing to rely on but food stamps, each other, any sort of form just of support to make it in the city? In my personal opinion, the city is beautiful. There's so much here that's historic, and there's a lot of amazing architecture and art and landmarks. But what gives our city a red stain, it isn't just the murder, the violence, and all that stuff. It's what the city of Chicago created because of that power and greed that they held on to. They hold on to it really tight, and they don't want to change it. And it's not just, defunding the cops or giving the mayor and the governor our thoughts about how taxes this and taxes that and budget this and budget that. We should be refreshing the pot that we put into our city council on all aspects of the board to push the wrong people out. We got to get these people out of there, man, and put the better people in there so that way Chicago can start to heal, man. We all got to do our part. All right, guys, the almighty line. Take it easy.